Championship Wrestling for 10 years, providing excellence and innovation in virtual wrestling.
I feel the spotlight, I see the rise. They lit a fire just to burn me alive. I feel the judgment, I hear the lies, but I won't go down without a fight. I won't go down without a fight. I'm not going down. I hear them twist my words.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Lexington, Kentucky at the Rupp Arena, welcome to Excel number 86. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the final Excel episode before Ground Zero next week at Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Tonight, Edward Elric and Haru Glory will exchange final words that will be moderated by General Manager Roger Smith. That will be happening here tonight. He'll be very explosive on that front. Also, Lubbock's active Leverage champion, Sanada, will face the Giant in non-title action ahead of her bout with Yamanaki next week. Also, in our main event, Diddy Kong will go one-on-one against Luboc. A little bit of a preview for next week when those two teams not really go out of things out, tag team title. But coming up next, it's six-man warfare. Danny beat the Chelsea Rock League, take on Team Star Fox Joker. But before that, let's get to Owen Steen. He has some news before we start. Thank you very much, Owen, for that announcement. And we will break Excel programming if we find out that Owen Steen is able to interview Roger Smith inside of his general manager office. So, thank you for parlaying that information, Owen. And let's get to some Excel action. Choji Akamichi first coming out for his team in this six-man tag match. Choji Akamichi coming out to Vader's WCW theme. We missed it, big guy. Rest in power, buddy. But in a lot of ways, Choji Akamichi does resemble, in terms of size, power, and athletic ability, of the legendary Vader. So it's appropriate that theme is accompanying him to the ring as we wait for Choji's partners here. Look at that, two men that will also be a part of the newest Super Smash Bros. Game coming out in December, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you haven't noticed lately, if you haven't noticed in ACW for many years, we have a lot of Nintendo characters that are also a part of the Super Smash Bros. Series. And speaking of which, we will be having a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate special event around December, which will be around the time that game comes out. Also around the time the Animania 5 is happening in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. So, a lot of stuff is going to be happening for ACW around the month of December. But that will be once we get there. Fox McCloud, Falcon Lombardi make up the team of Team Star Fox. As both men into the ring here, they will be teaming up with Choji Akamichi in this six-man encounter. It's a very weirdly an odd placed six-man tag, honestly. We'll see how both teams fare with each other. Crowd here in Lexington, Kentucky. Not a big Team Star Fox fan. They probably didn't buy Star Fox Zero, but then again, not a lot of people did. And I love the Star Fox franchise, but let's call it spade folks. Nonetheless, out to the ring here in his green screen filter, the young Rock Lee, who by the way has had a couple of problems with Choji Akamichi for the past few episodes of Excel. So it looks like both men are going to renew their rivalry here tonight, as Rock Lee will most certainly be looking to go after Choji and vice versa. But Rock Lee also has a couple of tag partners that I don't know if I would have been calling those two to be the tag team partners I needed in this match. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Nonetheless, we are still waiting for Owen Steen to interview Roger Smith inside his office. Once we get that set up and we are good to go, we will break away whatever we are doing on Excel to bring you that interview. As you see, Mr. MVP, Danny Beaky. That rhymes. Nonetheless, he will be one partner of Brock Lee's in this matchup here. Also, as you probably have noticed at this point, we are actually live on YouTube here tonight for Excel number 86. And don't forget, do not go anywhere after Excel 86 tonight. Immediately following Excel 86, we will be officially and finally releasing the 32 participants that will compete in the first ever and monumental Glamour X Element tournament that will be going down Monday, October 1st of this year. We will finally be finally letting everyone know who will be competing in this grand tournament that a lot of people have speculated for many weeks ever since the announcement that the tournament was happening. And there's Rock Lee's other partner, Chaozu, power walking his bony ass down to the ring. I don't know why I said that in an announcer's voice, but it was funny to me. Like, look at this. He's power walking around his teammates and his opponents. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, the last time we saw Chaozu, he stripped naked in front of the general manager's assistant at Kumimito. And that might have been a silent suspension if I do say so myself. But nonetheless, the opening contest of Excel number 86 begins right now. 6-man warfare. And Choji and Rock Lee, respectively, and rightfully so, will start things off here. Rock Lee and Choji have gone back and forth in recent episodes of Excel. These two know each other very well. These two grew up to be ninjas. So this is nothing new. They know each other very well. Different teams, same goals. Covered by Rock Lee onto Choji. One. And Falco breaks it up, and both teams rushing to the ring. Fox trying to go in towards it. Rock Lee blocks the punch, drop kicks the knee. Choji's right back up, drops him down with an STO. Rock Lee and Choji had a quite history with one another. Choji Akamichi was a part of the team that included Shikamaru and former Glamour X champion Ino Yamanaka. Rock Lee formed the team that included Tenten and Neji Ayuka. Neji Ayuka that unfortunately is now on Impulse, has now attacked the Dark Magician, and he was doing his open challenge for the Intercontinental title. Neji has now shown up on Impulse. What that parlay is, I am not sure. But after how the way Rock Lee defeated Neji at ACW Fusion, High Voltage, that partnership is done. And that friendship is done. Choji now snap mirrored into a nice chin lock. Keeps Rock Lee grounded. Rock Lee, however, able to quickly get back onto his feet here. Elbows the midsection of Choji. Rock Lee going for some strikes towards the face. Whips Choji to the ropes. And oh man, uses the momentum to lift Choji with the Twill-to-Whirl backbreaker. Cover 1, 2, and Falco yet again breaks up the pin. I'll tell you what, man. Choji's not a small guy, so that's impressive to see. Rock Lee just tilt-to-roll him in such an effortless way. Rock Lee now dragging Choji to the corner of his team. Chaozu will be the one tagged in. Chaozu up. Nice drop with the double axe handle from the middle rope. And floating neck breaker sends Choji down, and Chaozu doing a fine job so far. Chaozu now coming from the ropes here. Drop kick missed. And Choji now may take advantage. Oh, Chaozu grabs the leg. Oh, the spinning back kick to the back of Choji's head. Chaozu holding his own against Choji. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty surprised that I might have spoken just a wee bit too soon. Ah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And Choji with that big boot there. Cover 1, 2, and Danny Beaky breaks it up. What a tag team pair that Danny Beaky and Chaozu have become, as Dan just knocked down Choji, but Falco with that backbreaker onto Chaozu. All hell breaking loose. You take a look at that effortless tilt-a-whirl to Choji by Rock Lee, followed by a spinning wheel kick from Chaozu to Choji, but Choji comes back with a big boot. Back live here, Choji dragging Chaozu away from his corner, and now Falco will be the one to be legally tagged in the match. Falco locking in the front face, locking onto Hello? Oh, we got it? Okay. Owen Steen is with Roger Smith right now. Let's go to backstage right now. Take him there. Thank you, Owen Steen, for that, I believe. There you have it. And, credit to Owen Steen. He did ask the question straight up to Roger Smith, knowing that his job could have been on the line asking such a silly question like that, but he had to ask it regardless. And Roger Smith, to his credit as well, answered it when he didn't have to, when he had no reason to do so anyways. And he got the answer, so that should pretty much stop all conversation and worries about Roger Smith having anything to do with what's going to happen next week between Haru and Elric at Ground Zero for the XL title. Well, nonetheless, back to the action after just pulling away from there. Sure you guys like that little dual screen that we did there. We're going to go away from the action just like that, but looks like Danny Beaky is tagged now for the Rock Lee team as Choji's back in the ring here. Drops his knee with his full weight on top of Dan. Look at this again. Look at Choji and the way he dropped his weight. All on top of Danny Beaky. We're back live, and Choji, Fox, and Falco are looking pretty nice so far against Danny Beaky, Chaozu, and Rock Lee. And nice DDT there by Danny Beaky. Tags in Rock Lee. And I gotta be honest with you, it's a little weird seeing Rock Lee and Danny Beaky team up. And anyone that's an old school ACW fan knows why, knowing the rivalry that Team Guy and the Street Fighters had for those Excel Tag Team titles that are now held by Night Raid. So it's a little bit jarring to see that, in my opinion. Nonetheless, Rock Lee going back at Choji, ducks under and ducks over. Oh, drop kicks him right back down to the mat. Rock Lee now on the top, Fox. Watch out for Fox there, looking to get involved as Rock Lee setting himself up. And Fox once again rushes and knocks Rock Lee off his guard. Oh, come on. Come on, referee. You can't tell me you saw that. You're going to allow that to continue. insane. And Choji just throws Rock Lee like a rag doll. Rag doll, rag doll. I'm going to hell for that. And Rock Lee with an elbow right on top of Choji. And Rock Lee with a Northern Light suplex on top of the big Choji Akamichi. Rock Lee going for the win, and no! Choji with a shoulder up. You know, people look at Rock Lee and feel, oh, he's not that strong compared to Choji. I beg to differ. Rock Lee trains 24/7, 365. The man is strong, a bit stronger than you may think. As the referee just got knocked out, but should probably move the hell out of the way. And Rock Lee with a nice rope assist to Tornado DDT. And Falcon gets a big boot just for being there. Rock Lee taking no chances, crossing his T's and dotting his I's. Choji though back to life here with a nice fireman's carry counter. Oh my God! What a knockout blow onto Rock Lee! And he did it again! That is a sadistic human being. But then again, Choji used to be controlled by Kankuro, so that shouldn't be a shock to anybody. But Choji Akamichi, he's one of those young guns that, just given the opportunity, he may make something out of himself should he put his best foot forward, as he just tagged in Fox. Fox may be looking to finish off Rock Lee. We'll see what happens here. Fox McCloud drags Rock Lee in the middle, has him up. Rock Lee, no, yanks it down with a nice arm drag counter. Kicks Fox, oh my God, rock solid onto Fox. Fox is away from his team members. Choji and Falco rushing in. Fox getting counted down. Rock Lee is victorious along with Dan and Chaozu. Woo! What a finish. Choji Akamichi was looking to knock out Rock Lee, but Rock Lee was able to recover and take out Fox with the with the Rock Solid, and took away Fox. And Rock Lee, Danny Beaky, and Chaozu are victorious tonight on Excel number 86. That was a pretty fun and good, entertaining opening contest, if you want to be honest. It's a crowd here in Lexington, Kentucky. Like what they saw here. Wait a minute! Oh my God, Sagata's back! Sagata is back, and he is going after the television champion Joe Higashi before those two go at it for the title at Ground Zero. But as you can see in front of you, as Sagata blocks the chair shot, Sagata's left knee has been bandaged up visibly. So the speculation was true that Sagata is not 100% here. But he'll be damned if he's going to go out the way he went out 2 weeks ago on Excel with Joe Higashi trying to rip that leg off of Sagat. And now what's this? Oh my God. No, no, no! Good night, Joe Higashi. That is the God of Muay Thai that you have to deal with next week at Ground Zero. Man, oh man. Is Ikumi ducking the fade from Revy? And it's obvious as all hell. Revy wants Ikumi. Ikumi needs to quit ducking and throw some hands of her own. Well, still to come tonight, Elric and Haru Glory will trade final words with each other ahead of the Ground Zero title match next week. Roger Smith will be there to moderate those two. Also tonight in our main event, Diddy Kong will go one-on-one against Luboc. A preview of the ACW Tag Team title match next week at Ground Zero as well. Coming up next, it is Glamour X action. Jury Sanada, Glamour X champion, will take on Deanne the Giant. Brings the intimidation and presence similar to one of the late great Andre the Giant. And it's no coincidence because she is a giant herself. The sin of envy. Deanne. The enforcer of the natural Ino Yamanaka. A giant that will not be a part of the Ground Zero Glamour X title match next week. Excuse me. Because if she shows up at ringside, Ino will be immediately disqualified and Jury will retain that title. However, if there is somehow, some way Ino is able to win her second Glamour X championship, Jury cannot invoke a rematch clause that so many champions that immediately lose their title are benefited for. That means she would have to work all the way from the bottom back to the top to contend once again. And after a grueling best-of-7 series with Reiko, that's simply just not fair. And the Glamour X champion is here in Lexington. The ace of the Glamour X division has arrived. And the crowd takes notice. Now just take a look at last week on ACW 85. Ino Yamanaka defeated Asuka Kazama thanks to distraction from Deanne. But then afterwards they would look to try to take out Asuka, but Jury would return the favor after Asuka helped her 2 weeks ago and save her from a Naturals beatdown and scare them off. But Jury Sanada has a lot on her plate because next week she will defend the Glamour X Championship against Ino Yamanaka, who is bloodthirsty, in my opinion, to hold that Glamour X Championship once again. But man, Jury Sanada, who is still sporting that elbow pad from that best-of-7 series that crucially injured her arm. But she's the Glamour X champion. I'm sure she has nagging injuries of her own. That's why Reiko is currently right now inactive to take care of those injuries. But Jury's a champion. She has to represent the division and knows that if she just forfeits the title then and there, she'll have to start all the way back down to the top again after going through a grueling best-of-7 series. That's something Jury does not want to do. Bella's rung, and here we go. Jury versus Deanne. I'm going to be interested to see how Jury handles a bigger opponent and probably more dominating one in Deanne. And look at this Deanne doing a little bit of chain. Really see that for a giant. Look at that, Deanne pushes Jury like she's nothing. Look at that. Obvious from her absence is Ino Yamanaka. I'm surprised that Ino's not at ringside for Deanne. Knowing that Ino will not have Deanne next week for her Glamour X title match with Jury. Maybe Ino feels that Deanne can take care of this because bet money. Oh, roaring elbow! Right square in the face of Deanne. I don't give a damn how big, tall, or strong you are. An elbow across the face will knock you the hell down. Period. And Deanne probably didn't like that. It's going to whip Jury to the opposite side of the corner here. This is not looking good. Oh, man, that splash was countered. Oh, Jury with a clothesline. And Jury doing her best to ground the Giant, not letting her up one instant. Let's look at this again, just face washing Deanne down in the corner here. We're back live. Jury right now on the top of the turnbuckle. Drop kick does not connect. Lands on her back. And this is where Deanne can get nasty. Oh my God! Oh, not a no! Oh my God! Are you serious? Just using her head as a weapon against Jury with those multiple headbutts. What is this woman? I know she's a giant, but go ahead and remember the 7 of the sins. But still, how does Jury combat this? Jury's foot under the ropes there, gets a rope break. The match continues. Deanne whips herself to the ropes here. Oh man! Just a clubbing blow right across Jury. Jury's got to think of something quick here, because you can damn sure bet. Oh wow! Jury flipped and stuck the landing, and Jury coming back with strikes. That's all she can do right now. Oh, crossface! Crossface onto Deanne! I'm surprised she even got that locked in that quick. Oh, but Deanne easily powers out of the crossface. And a running STO drops Jury. Covers Jury. Sanada 1, 2. And they kicked out at 2. You can damn well bet that Ino Yamanaka is looking for Deanne to defeat and just brutalize Jury as cruel as possible before the title match next week at Ground Zero for the Glamour Edge Championship. You can bet that is what Ino told Deanne before the show even started tonight. And so far, she's doing a pretty good job, unfortunately. Jury went to the corner here. Deanne now walking herself to the opposite side. Jury able to kick Deanne back from up top. Will she be successful? Oh, and again, the drop kick does not connect. And it's only going to bruise her body further as she continues to go for these top rope maneuvers and they don't connect. Because stuff like Deanne, scoop slamming Jury, is just going to wear down onto the Glamour Edge champion. But the submission needs to figure out ways to come alive here. Oh, Deanne! The sit-out Brock Bottom, if you will. More like a sit-out Sambo suplex. Here's the cover. 1 and 2. Deanne! Oh! Jury's still alive. But she barely got her shoulder up before 3. And Deanne getting a little frustrated. I wouldn't want to be that referee if I was him. And Deanne just sends Jury back to the corner and just shoulder thrusts her down. Ah, just a knee strike across Jury. Deanne measuring Jury up for something here. And Jury yanks down the arm somehow, some way. No way. Oh my God! Jury Sanada has Deanne on her shoulders and spins her in a 360 rotation and drops her. But that had to take a lot of strength out of Jury to even complete that maneuver. Jury with an elbow drop. Finally, a top rope maneuver connects. Jury Sanada. And wow, all of that just got her a 1. Let's take a look at this again. Deanne dropping Jury on back first. Follows it up with a knee strike. Jury would come back with a nice airplane spin and drops her back first. Follows it up with an elbow drop from the top rope. But all that would only get her a 1 count. And that's a bit scary. And speaking of the devil, there's Ino. You knew that she had to come out some point. You knew that she had to make this all about herself, because that's what she does. That's what she's always been about. And actually going to get front row seats in this match as Jury now turns her attention to Ino. That may not be wise on Jury's part, though. She needs to focus on the Giant, who's right behind her. And she does, strikes her down, but Deanne blocks that punch. Oh, and clubs her once again, face first. And now with Ino out here, Jury's got to be able to... Oh, kicks on the side of the head. My God. And of course, Ino's going to be enjoying every single moment of Deanne beating down Jury. Splashes her down. Jury now has to fight a 2-on-1 situation. You know Ino's going to look to get involved into this matchup. Has Jury up and just tosses her like a sack of potatoes. Now Deanne with some body blows onto Jury, clotheslines her out of the ring. And I don't know how much energy that Jury has left. And granted, I know I'm saying that after her going through her grueling best of 7 series, I shouldn't really be doubting her determination like that, but this is a giant. This is someone that's just stronger and bigger. And I don't think Jury has really faced someone like that here in ACW. You know, she's fought in Reiko. She's fought in Samus. Hell, she fought Ino at the pre-show at the direct episode of ACW Fusion. People kind of forget that part, but this is different. Jury has not really experienced something like this in her ACW career so far, as short as it's been. And then the snake eyes, Jury goes down. It's like Deanne's toying with Jury, which is also not a smart move on Deanne's part, because Jury is really about that life if she's able to get a second breath of fresh air here. But then it's stuff like that where you just effortlessly toss your opponent, knowing you're stronger and bigger, that has Jury challenging herself. What more does she have to do to stay alive? Jury reverses the whip here, ducks under, knee to the midsection, and Deanne had to flip over. Jury had to put all her energy to that knee. Jury quickly on top. She's gotta hope this connects, or this could be bad. And it finally does! Jury drop kicks Deanne down, and now she's a fired up opponent. She's now ready to take on the challenge. Jury going after the Giants. Clothesline, didn't get all of it, but it was enough to bring the Giant down. The Glamour X champion has something to prove once again here. And look at this. Oh, just drops the knees onto the mat. Take a look at this again. Picture perfect drop kick onto Deanne as we're back live here. Jury will be having her first title defense next week at Ground Zero. She has to prove to herself that she's not all hype. And I don't even think that at this point. Oh my God! I don't think Jury's all hype. I think she's the real deal. But there are still certain doubters that think otherwise. She's got to shut those people down next week, in my opinion. And I think when the occasion rises to the top, I think she will. And Jury with these strikes, backhand onto Deanne. And Jury with the kicks onto a Giant, the Sin of Envy, taken down by Jury Sanada. Oh my God, Spider's Web, the Spider's Web, she's got it locked in onto the Giant. If she makes the Giant tap, you've got to be able to say Jury's the real deal. Deanne's got trapped before on that Spider's Web, but she's never tapped out to it. Is that going to be the case right here and right now? And she lets go. Deanne just simply not tapping. And now Ino yelling at Jury here as a distraction, and Deanne's up here. Oh my God! She figuratively just beheaded the soul of Jury Sanada. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God! Hammer drop by Deanne covers Jury away from the ropes. 2. And Deanne has defeated the Glamour X champion. Thanks for the little help to Ino, obviously. Distracting Jury from really putting away Deanne here. And look at this clothesline. Oh, I felt my soul. And then the hammer drop was all that Deanne needed to put away Jury. And Jury is in trouble come next week. Her title reign, as soon as it begun, could very well end next week. It is in jeopardy. And the crowd at Lexington not a fan of this, obviously. And now Ino's in the ring here, and this is not. And Jury can't defend herself. Ino and Deanne circling around a defeated, and unnatural order onto the Glamour X champion. Could that be the same ending we get next week? Will Ino become a 2-time Glamour X champion in Newark, New Jersey? And there's the Rockhead Osugazawa Looking to save Jury Sanada. Oh my God, at the end, just ran her over. And now Ino's left alone with Jury. Oh, it drops her face first. The Naturals are taking this on their own hands here. Oh, no, not on the ramp. Not on the ramp. God, Jesus. And now Ino, the title she won at Animania 3 belongs to her hands. As Jury rises up, Ino awaits and belt shots her back down. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be no Deanne next week. But I am scared for Jury's title reign. If Ino defeats Jury, and we get another Ino title reign, what will be the future of the Glamour X division? Tonight, we will be crowning our first ever Glamour X champion. And Ino is our first ever Glamour X champion.
Angel Dive! Reiko Inomoto is the new Glamour X champion!
Reveal yourself, coward! Oh my God, it's Remy from Plasma Doom!
How really CW was, back in the day. I was the first to really do that transition.
And the game has officially changed, ladies and gentlemen! Welcome to ACW, Jury Sanada! It is the past versus the present in women's wrestling here tonight. Folks, you're in for a ride. We've got a new Glamour X champion! Jury Sanada has won the Best of 7 series!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Excel number 86. Swag level on deck,
Shouts
folks.
out to Ellen DeGeneres, you feel me?
You feel me?
Swag, Lil B.
The swagger is back on.
Swag, Ellen DeGeneres.
After an uncharacteristic 2DK last week that had no special entrance, no meme graphics, no swagger in them, tonight they are back to their fun-fulfilling selves as Diddy Kong will go one-on-one against Luboc tonight in our main event of the evening. Diddy Kong stated last week that he is not afraid of Night Raid and that he is sick and tired of the guerrilla warfare tactics and intimidation ploys that Night Raid have assimilated ever since arriving to ACW, and more specifically since Wave and Luboc won the Excel Tag Team titles. Now, like I said last week, I've heard teams like that say that to Night Raid before, so that's nothing new, and Night Raid beat them all. But it felt like with Diddy Kong, there was more of a genuine conviction that DK and Diddy really believe that they can defeat Night Raid next week. But I tell you what, man, when it comes to action, Night Raid are about that action. You see one half of the XL Tag Team Champions, Luboc, make his way to the ring, and there is General Esdeath. Looks like she will be accompanying Luboc for this matchup. Diddy Kong had some not so kind words to General Esdeath last week as well. Called her a thought too, which I don't think you can really do to Esdeath, knowing who she is, but that did happen. But Esdeath brought up a good point. And like I just stated a few moments ago, Night Raid have been dominant ever since becoming Excel Tag Team Champions. And every team that stepped forth to Night Raid have all fallen down. So to them, what makes 2DK different? But like I said, Diddy Kong said it with so much conviction, this one might be a little different. The bell is rung and here we go. Diddy Kong versus Luboc, our main event here tonight on Excel number 86. And after this matchup, we will be having a final verbal confrontation between the Excel champion Haru Glory and the 2017 King of Elite Elric ahead of their Ground Zero matchup for the Excel Championship. Roger Smith will moderate that. So, nice floating neck breaker there by Diddy Kong. So we will see what's going to go down there. It could be very heated and controversial should it get to that point. As is talking to Luboc outside here. Luboc walking a little bit around the ringside area. So is Azaz. Diddy wants to probably be careful here. This is how Night Raid operates. But Diddy Kong is not afraid of them in any way. Also, don't forget, immediately following Excel number 86 here tonight, we will finally be revealing all 32 participants that will be a part of the Glamour X Element Tournament. And a clothesline by Diddy sends Luboc out. But we will be revealing the names. Like I said, I did see some of the names, and damn it, this is going to be a tournament for the ages. This will be the greatest showcase virtual women's wrestling has ever seen. This Glamour X Element Tournament will be the greatest showcase in virtual women's wrestling. This will be the next level of the Glamour X division. And with these 32 names that are going to be revealed after this show here tonight, man, it's going to be hard to pick a winner, honestly. Because if you recall, the winner of this Element Tournament is not only going to get a full contract with Anime Championship Wrestling, but they will be the first ever Glamour X Element Champion. They will win the Element Champion, which will be a part of the Glamour X division in the finals. And the finals of this tournament will be held at ACW Direct. It will main event that ACW Direct during Animania 5 week. So this tournament has a lot on the line. And I can't wait to see, along with all of you, who truly is going to be a part of this elite tournament. No pun intended. Covered by Luboc. 1, 2, kick out from Diddy. I mean, that's why we're not having an elite tournament this year. Because the Element Tournament is going to be the first of its kind. And I know there's been other tournaments that have been specified for women wrestlers here in Virtual Wrestling or CAW. And I respect those tournaments. I respect what they have done for women's wrestling, and they deserve all the credit in the world. But this Element Tournament is going to be, it's going to be a tournament like none other, honestly. And you'll see why as we get closer on October 1st. This Luboc now is working over Diddy Kong here. Just attacking the ribs. Drives that knee right across Diddy's face. And I can bet you that General Esdeath told Luboc before this match and was probably telling him during this match, take out Diddy Kong. And that's especially because of what Diddy Kong said to Esdeath last week. I mean, like I said, he called her a thought. And I'm sure Esdeath didn't appreciate that. Pin attempt by Luboc. 1, 2. And a shoulder up by Diddy, but boy, I barely saw that. Take a look at this replay again. That knee to the face, followed up with a knee to the midsection. Luboc using that knee very wisely, like that, to put down Diddy Kong. And yeah, Luboc is definitely taking orders from Esdeath in this instance to where he wants to take out Diddy Kong. And there's a nice Michinoku driver. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And Diddy Kong with a shoulder up before 3. But Luboc is in firm control of this match. You know, I also gotta say, I know Luboc, you know, Night Raid is a powerful stable, and a lot of people try to specify, well, who's the best of the 3? And I hear a lot of people say that Luboc is the weaker of the 3, but I don't see it that way, because here's my thing. All 3 of these members have to be a cohesive faction. They have to be a cohesive team in order for Night Raid to work. So to say that Luboc is weak, well, that means Night Raid wouldn't be as dominant as they have been since winning the XL Tag Team titles, which Luboc holds. He's one half of the Tag Team Champions. So I don't think there's one member that's weak. I think all three members individually have strengths that really optimize the Night Raid team. And now with Esdez leading the charge with her military tactics, I mean, how the hell do you stop a team like that? And the answer has not been found since. Luboc, oh, Diddy Kong with a desperate spine buster, but boy, he nailed it. 1, 2, oh, and not yet. But Diddy Kong pulled out a spine buster. He had to in order to get out of that predicament that he was in with Luboc. But Luboc, just like that, takes advantage of the match with that belly to belly. Luboc continuing the assault onto Diddy Kong. Once again using the knee to drive it onto Diddy's midsection. Does it once again. And Russian leg sweeps him right back down on the mat. And I'm sure General Esdez is in glee and excitement as to what he's seeing here. What she's seeing here, excuse me. Look at this dragon sleeper by Luboc onto Diddy Kong. And wait a minute. Wait, what's going on? Oh my God! Donkey Kong! Backstage, you're going after Tatsumi! And they're near the entrance stage here. So what that tells me is that Tatsumi was looking to probably interfere later in this match, but DK thwarted the move and is gonna powerbomb him through the damn table! Good night, Tatsumi! DK just out-night raided Tatsumi backstage! And we're back live, and Luboc and Esdez are not aware of what just happened backstage. Tatsumi is OUT. Diddy just got out of that Dragon Sleeper, and now Diddy Kong is going to have to fight back here. Diddy has both legs here, catapults him under the bottom rope. DK just wiped out Tatsumi. Night Raid for once is getting assaulted out of nowhere. And that's great to see. But Luboc now trying to still be in control. Snaps Diddy down, drops a knee on top of the head. Diddy Kong has got to find a way. Excuse me, he has to find a way to fight back here. All that talk he was doing last week, well, it's time to showcase it right now. But oh my God! Luboc nailing the no strings attached. 1, 2, and he's gotta know he does not get it kicked out. And Luboc can't believe it, and is pissed off. Esdez cannot believe it. And he hit that no strings attached perfectly. And now he's measuring up. Esdez telling Luboc, take Diddy Kong out right now. And Luboc's measuring up Diddy Kong. Float over DDT here. Oh, Diddy Kong counters it with punches to the midsection. Kick to the midsection. Uppercuts Luboc right back down. And Diddy Kong sends a taunt to Esdez. Diddy Kong uses the energy of the crowd here in Lexington to come back alive in this matchup. Diddy Kong with some jabs, break dances in the middle of the ring, clotheslines him down. Diddy Kong making a comeback that he needed to solidify after what he said last week. He said he wasn't afraid of Night Raid. He said Night Raid does not scare him. Well, damn it, it is time to showcase it. You either put up or shut up with Night Raid, in my opinion. And now Luboc's busted open. Diddy Kong, his hands have gone through. Knee missed. Oh, there's a headbutt by Luboc. That'll slow down anybody's momentum. And just like that, Luboc in control. Tornado DDT. Up the top turnbuckle, and Esdez loving that very much. Luboc has Diddy up here. Diddy with the fireman's carry counter. Get to the midsection, and uppercuts him yet again. And a backhand, my God. And here's Wave. Wave just came out the stage. And now Wave is going to try to interject his way. It's a, oh my God, Donkey Kong once again is going after another Night Raid member. DK has thwarted orchestrated Night Raid's attacks to assault Diddy Kong to help out Luboc. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have finally been able to out-Night Raid Night Raid. They have out-Night Raided Night Raid, and Diddy Kong sees it now. Wheelbarrow facebuster. He goes for the pin here. Luboc is down. Shoulders are on the mat. There's a 2. Diddy Kong is victorious. Diddy Kong defeated Luboc. And Estes can't believe it. Quite frankly, I can't believe it. And DK's gonna let Diddy shine in his victory. DK thwarts off Wade's attempts to be involved here. Luboc was a man on his own here. Estes could not believe it. Diddy Kong defeats Luboc, and 2DK have the momentum heading in to ground zero. Folks, many teams have said they beat Night Raid, and they haven't. But I think 2DK could be the different team that finally ends the long reign of Night Raid's XL Tag Team career. Diddy Kong victorious here tonight in Lexington, and he deserves to be standing here victorious. Will 2DK walk out the new tag champs? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XL 86. The theme song you're hearing for Ground Zero is End Transmission by Fire from the Gods off their album Narrative, which is available on iTunes, Amazon, and other retail stores wherever you shop for music. Let's run down the match card so far. Diddy Kong was able to defeat Luboc here tonight before the commercial break. 2DK will challenge for the XL Tag Team titles that Night Raid currently hold. Can they finally be the team that ends the title reign that Night Raid have established for so many long months as champions? Akuma will go one-on-one against Aang in the first ever 3 Sins of Death match. Aang was put to hell by Akuma at the last Ground Zero event. Will Aang get redemption, or will Akuma put him down for good? And then for the Glamrex Championship, it will be Sanada, the champion, defending it against Ino Yamanaka, the challenger. You saw what happened earlier tonight with Ino taking out Jury. If Ino wins the title, Jury cannot challenge for the title for a rematch clause. But there will be no Deanna in this match. She's banned from ringside. Will Jury retain, or will Ino become the new Glamrex champion? In another title versus career match, Joe Agashi defends the television title against Sagat. Sagat was back and went after Joe earlier tonight, but his knee was wrapped up. Will that affect him in this match, or will Joe Agashi retain the title? And then in the main event with a lot of emotions and personal grudges, Edward Elric, for the final time in ACW, challenges Haru Glory for the XL Championship. Will Edward Elric walk away with the XL Championship, or can Haru Glory retain it and keep it here in ACW? That will be Ground Zero next week, but also immediately following ACW 86, it is the Glamrex Element Tournament. We will finally reveal the participants that will be a part of this tournament. So make sure you stick around as we reveal all 32 participants here tonight. Roger Smith making his way down to the ring of the XL General Manager. The crowd not receptive to Roger Smith's recent actions, which quite frankly, it's going to be subjective, either you're with it or not. I honestly think Roger Smith has done a good job trying to defend the brand and the integrity of ACW and Excel. Let's listen to Roger Smith. He has a microphone right now. So here we go. Roger Smith calling out both Elric first, then Haru Glory. This can get very, very messy and personal in a very quick instant, if not handled carefully here. And there's a challenger. A man that a lot of people are behind coming next week to Ground Zero. A man that has verbally assaulted and attacked this company and various individuals in this company as well. A lot of that I don't agree with. And I also don't agree with his goal to take the XL Championship with him as he departs with Anime Championship Wrestling. Because who knows what the hell he can do with that title. And now the XL Champion will make his way to the ring. There he is, the XL Champion, the first ever two-time XL Champion in brand history. And boy, there are a lot of mixed reactions for Haru here, an ovation that he's been used to for many months now. But the fact remains that he is the XL Champion, and he is the final hope to keep that XL title within ACW territory. Because integrity be damned, should that XL title leave ACW itself and ACW in general. There is a lot on the line here. This will be Edward Elric's biggest challenge ever. But quite frankly, it will be Haru's as well. Haru and Elric competed at Ground Zero last season, where Haru was victorious. Well, we got a repeat of that next week. Only time will tell. Here we go. This is going to get very personal. And already it's starting to get personal. Wow. We sure are shooting here, aren't we, folks? Oh my god. Haru Glory with bullets spraying verbally onto the ego of Edward Elric. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is he putting people's business out here like that? Don't cut his mic off or something. Edward Elric is a man that wants to see the world burn, and I feel sorry for it. Wait a minute. Now Roger Smith has the microphone here. He's making his way back to the ring. Now what's this about? Oh, that's inappropriate. Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I have to be onto the damn general manager! What the hell? Edward Elric just alchemied the XL general manager! Is he crazy? Is he a lunatic? Ground Zero will be the most emotional night in ACW history to date, and this match will determine the landscape of not just ACW, but CAW.